Hello and welcome to Series 2, Episode 7, The End. Well named because it's the last non-plot episode of the series, and the last good episode too. It's not as good as Necromance, but it's pretty damn good. It's just as much an experiment as Sandman, but unlike Sandman, it's, good. We open on...
Welcome to my world.
Holy shit, she appears to live in a pocket dimension inside Brad Jones's The Big Box. Amazing. So yeah, we open in the video shop of the damned. This woman talks about horror movies in a pretty annoying and meta-type way. She delivers her lines like she's half turned on and half bored as fuck. Anyway, as we all wish would happen, especially during episodes of Chelsea Handler, the episode gets hacked into. Hacked into by a panicking police officer who has a ringside seat at what appears to be an off-screen zombie apocalypse. And when I say zombie apocalypse, I mean infected, fast zombies. 28 Days Later zombies. And this came out the year before 28 Days Later. Just like Red Dwarf used concepts before Star Trek, Urban Gothic uses them before horror movies. Anyway, the TV channel tries to take control again.
That was a first on 5.
This is one of the wonderful things about this episode. Its impact is deadened a bit now, but at the time, this was brilliant. They used the real-life idents, the real-life narrators explaining technical difficulties, and later on they even used the actual news people. This was brilliant, and since I saw this before I had easy access to the internet, for about 2 minutes it was like Orson Welles' War of the Worlds. Of course, there is the fact that I grew up in Northern Ireland, where screaming police officers and crowds going mental and destroying shit wasn't exactly beyond the realm of possibility. There's a second police officer too, but she's a lot less into warning the people and more into saving her own skin.
Public information broadcast. Why isn't anybody fucking listening to us? We need help. I'm not a hero. I don't want to die here.
Of course all this is far from perfect. For instance, I don't know why we can see the desktop the computer they're using to hack into the channel in the broadcast, or why they chose Channel 5, which is still the least popular UK terrestrial TV channel, or the fact that the crowd of zombies outside sometimes sound like they're playing recordings of stock movie sound effects with ghetto blasters, a la John Cusack in that movie in the 80s. If he was a zombie, and there were hundreds of them. There's a third guy in the room with them, a hacker, which means he's capable of magic. That's the only reason I can think of why the PC is able to hack into the analog TV signal. Maybe I'm wildly wrong about the nature of analog TV at the turn of the millennium, but I didn't think that was possible unless you had some very particular equipment. Anyway, it's a small niggle. So they play some footage they have of Patient Zero. Now, I have to wonder why 2 random police officers trapped in a house managed to get footage of the first patient with the zombie virus in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. But I suppose if you can hack a VHS player into an analog TV signal via a PC, I suppose where the fuck you got the footage isn't that big a deal.
Oh, there's worse than that. People killing themselves, killing each other, whatever this thing is. It's spreading so quick, and it's out there. It's out there! It got out!
Partway through, they work out that the computer screen thing looked a bit silly, so they kill the webcam but keep the audio going.
No, what?
Hang on! What's the picture?
Nobody's getting...
No, I've still got sound, the camera's going.
And so, move on to using a handycam. Great! Except how do you hack into an analog signal using a handycam? At least with a computer, you could assume it was a very crap webcam. Oh, it really doesn't matter. This is a frankly brilliant way of handling a zombie movie. An apocalyptic log that happens right in front of you in real time. Even if it's a tiny bit dull. See what I mean? This whole thing reminds me a bit of the Canadian movie Pontypool, another brilliantly interesting take on a zombie apocalypse which was essentially made like a stage play, a radio station under attack by zombies receiving calls and broadcasting any information they have to the outside world.
We decided that people had to know. We called David. David's into computers, hacking and stuff.
Oh, okay. I suppose that answers all my previous questions. He has an Einstein poster on a desk with large, important-looking computers on it. The man is clearly a computer genius. Nay, a computer wizard. Look at him. She's breaking down and he's sitting there like he doesn't give a shit. He's such a computer wizard that he's already seen everything 4chan has to offer and it's not been invented yet. Nothing can faze him. Well, except that.
At the moment, we have some unconfirmed reports that there are outbreaks of sporadic violence at certain places across London now.
Here, using an actual newsreader and the set. That's fucking brilliant. It's so simple. I'm amazed that no one's done this since. You keep the zombie masses outside, that way you don't need to show them, and use internet technology to show people dealing with it as it happens.
Fuck them! Who gives a fucking shit about them? We should be trying to get out of here.
Look, we'll just go live with it.
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
One of the guys goes upstairs. The audience keeps yelling at him to drop the camera because, wow, it really must have a massive cord or something connecting it to the internet, which is connecting it to the TV, somehow. Oh yeah, that guy's a hacker. He can do anything. At least unlike most found footage movies, which this technically isn't, but there's a lot of similarities, these guys have a reason to have the cameras on. They're trying to get the word out on a disaster and the government cover-up that's already begun. And they'll only be stopped by a brick to the head. Oh, I guess the episode might end 7 minutes early. Oh well. Oh no, he survives, and the woman warns him from downstairs that there's an infected woman in the room with him. How she knows? I'm guessing she's watching the TV. And why didn't they hear the woman getting into the flat? Anyway, the room is dark, there's a woman infected with a fast-running zombie virus who's crying. Can anyone guess where I'm going with this?
Idea what's going on.
So when we get back to the action, the main guy's trapped in a bedroom with the witch, mortally wounded, as anyone who tries to take one on single-handedly without a shotgun ends up. And I think she's going to rape him, live on TV. Well, once she's finished staring at the light. Oh, thank goodness for that. He finally kills the unarmed psycho woman. The policeman cries to his family, and the policewoman forces her way into the bedroom, and together they make their last stand... well, their last cry, really. And then they turn on each other. Where's the hacker gone? Oh, I assume he's dead. But how's the footage getting to the computer? There's at least 2 closed doors and barricades between them and the computer. Oh yeah, Dave's such a good hacker that he can fix anything from beyond the grave.
Why are you following me? What do you want from me? Get away from me! I said get the fuck away from me!
And oh yeah, the policewoman got infected. Somehow.
Tony Blair has actually now left Downing Street and he
is probably going to set up a zombie human peace summit to bring everyone together. It'll achieve precisely nothing, he'll feel like he saved the day, make a bunch of cash for himself and think himself a hero. This is a brilliant idea, and apart from having some problems in the writing department, this was very, very well done. I'd love an adaptation of some sort, or even a film with the same central idea. It's one of the best episodes of the show, and the last good one, and because no one involved with this series will say it, I am so sorry for the next 2 episodes.